This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. I'm Hal Mayer. President Obama gave another speech at the United Nations in September. He saturated his speech with globalization, suggesting that powerful nations like the United States should subordinate themselves to the UN and calling for a global system of order. Obama pointed out that the world is filled with uncertainty and unease and strife, 25 years after the end of the Cold War. That should be no surprise. The Bible predicted that and more. It's one of the signs of the times. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Luke 21:25. Despite enormous progress, as people lose trust in institutions, he said, governing becomes more difficult and tensions between nations become more quick to surface. And so I believe that at this moment we all face a choice. We can choose to press forward with a better model of cooperation and integration, or we can retreat into a world sharply divided and ultimately in conflict along age-old lines of nation and tribe and race and religion. Did you get that? He's calling for every nation, tribe, race, and religion to unite. What does the Bible say about the United States? And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Revelation 13, verse 12. President Obama is calling for a world religion too. President Obama urged the world's leaders to go forward on the existing path of global integration, in spite of the challenges which he blamed on religious fundamentalism, aggressive nationalism, and crude populism. So the President and the Pope both condemn religious fundamentalism. Of course, it is currently defined as violent fundamentalism, usually linked to radical extremists. But that is just staging for the real struggle against God's people who hold to the Bible truth of the Sabbath. President Obama was talking code for conservatism. Those who share conservative values are seeking to restore a better, simpler age free of outside contamination, he said. We cannot use these visions. They are powerful, he said. They reflect classification among too many of our citizens. I do not believe those visions can deliver security or prosperity over the long term, Mr. Obama said. But I do believe that these visions fail to recognize at a very basic level our common humanity. He's talking about the common good, a papal concept that urges all nations and political persuasions to unite and support what is best for all humanity. The President laid out ways to advance globalism. They include ending wage inequality, combating climate change, embracing cultural integration, and ending fundamentalism and sustaining international cooperation. These are also papal goals. If powerful nations like my own accept constraints, Obama said, then we can replace war with cooperation. In the name of promoting peace, the President is aligning himself with the Pope and the UN and is calling for war on fundamentalism, climate change, and social injustice. Will the United States lead the way in restricting religious liberty and introducing a Sunday law as a model for the whole world and its common good? It's headed that way already. And when the leading churches of the United States, uniting upon such points of doctrine as are held by them in common, shall influence the state to enforce their decrees and to sustain their institutions, then Protestant America will have formed an image of the Roman hierarchy, and the infliction of civil penalties upon dissenters will inevitably result. That's Great Controversy, page 445. The U.S. President is already pushing for global religion. How easy would it be for a president with a similar agenda to adopt the pressure from the churches to promote a Sunday law in the United States? The stage is being set. We're almost there. This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. Thank you for watching.